Good morning, kindergarten. Welcome to math class again. Today we're going to continue learning about our 3D or three-dimensional objects. And remember yesterday we talked about 2D and how that means that the shapes are flat. So this would be what shape? A square. What is this shape? An oval. What is this shape? A circle. What about this one? Rectangle. And this one. A triangle. Now, I'm going to read a story to you, and I'm going to see if you can remember the name of certain shapes and whether it was 2D or 3D. Now, if you remember Mrs. Brown washes dishes every day. Sometimes she likes to have a little fun. Mrs. Brown was washing the breakfast dishes when she stopped her work and started blowing bubbles at Cheddar. Cheddar jumped around the kitchen, popping and catching some of the bubbles. Now, if I were to blow some bubbles in the air, or if you were to blow some bubbles in the air, what shape would that be like? Would that be like a ball or a box? What shape would bubbles be more like? That's right, they'd be more like a ball, and that shape that a ball is called a sphere, okay? What is it called? A sphere. Good job. Now, if I'm going to hold up some different objects, I'm going to see if you can figure out if it's 2D or 3D, okay? So, here we go. Is this 2D or 3D? That's right, it's 2D, it's flat. And this is what shape? A square. Now, what about this one? I have an orange. Yes, this is 3D. That means that it's like a shape of a ball, and it has height, length, and width. So this is called a 3D object. Now we have, what's this? Is it 2D or 3D? You're right, it's 2D. It's flat, and it is called a rectangle. Good job. Now, let's see if you can figure out this one. What shape is this? It's a circle, and is it 2D or is it 3D? That's right, it's 2D. It's pretty flat. Now, if I were to show you my soup from yesterday, is this a 2D or 3D shape? That's right, it's 3D, and it can hold things inside. Now, this is called a what kind of 3D shape? Yes, it's a cylinder. Can you say that with me? Cylinder. Now, if we have a sphere and a cylinder, I'm going to put up some objects and see if you can figure out if it's either shaped like a ball or shaped like a can, okay? And you'll tell me. Okay. What is this shape? It's a sphere. Good job. It's a ball. Now, what about this one? Yes, that's a cylinder. Good job. What if I showed you this one? What is this? Yes, that's a sphere. Good job. It looks kind of like a globe. Now, I have this water bottle here. What is this shape? It's a cylinder. Good job. Now, I have one that's a little bit smaller, but it's a battery. And what shape do you think that is? That's right. It is a cylinder. Good job. So, those are the two shapes that we're going to be working on today. We're going to be talking all about the spheres and the cylinders. Now, go ahead and take out your work, and I'm going to walk you through how to do it, and then you'll get to do it on your own. Now, first make sure you put your name at the top, and then here, there's Mrs. Brown. She was working in the kitchen, and she was making some yummy orange juice with her oranges. And so, what you're going to do is you are going to look at these shapes below, and you're going to decide, is it a sphere like an orange, or is it a cylinder like this can? okay? So the directions say circle each ball-shaped object. So if it's a ball-shaped object, you're going to circle it. Now, look at this. We've got a globe. Is that a ball-shaped? Yeah. What about this can here? Maybe not. What about this ball? Yes. The drum, is that like a shape of a ball? No. What about this yarn ball? Yes, it is. What about this cup? Is that a ball or a cylinder? It's more like a ball or a sphere. I'm sorry, it's more like the cylinder. Then we've got the basketball. That's more like the sphere. And then we have this can of vegetables. Yes. So we want to make sure we circle just the ball-shaped ones and then put an X on the cylinder ones, okay? So circle the spheres, cross out the cylinders. Make sense? Okay, now let's move on to the back. On the back, you're going to put an X on the one that does not belong. So they gave you a group. Each row is a group. And you have to figure out which one doesn't belong. There's one that's just not the same shape as the others. So let's look through and see. We've got this bowling ball, the can, the baseball, and the orange. Which one doesn't belong? You're right. If you said the can of veggies, that doesn't belong. That's a cylinder shape. Now let's look at the next row right here. We've got this box, this round box. We've got the oatmeal can, a crayon, and a ball. Which one does not belong? Yes, that ball is round and the rest are cylinders. So go ahead and put an X on that ball. The next one is a picture of some different things. Now be careful. They asked you to put an X on the ones that do not belong. Okay, so we've got this ball of yarn. We've got this square, that's 2D. We've got this rectangle that's 2D, and we've got this circle. What do you think? Well, this one was tricky, but if you crossed out this ball of yarn, you were correct because this ball of yarn is 3D, and the rest of these are 2D. They're flat. So good job if you got that correct. Next, listen to my instructions for the last section. What I want you to do is I want you to find the triangle that is above a rectangle. Find the triangle that is above a rectangle. Once you find that, I want you to color that triangle red. Color that triangle red. Next, I want you to find the circle that is in front of a square. Find the circle that is in front of the square. If you found this one right here, you're correct. And I want you to color that circle yellow. Color that one yellow. The next one I want you to do is find the square that is beside a triangle. Find the square that is beside the triangle. And then I want you to color the square green. Color the square green. Go ahead and work on that. If you need to rewind to hear those instructions again, go ahead and do that. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.